Hello, this is a tutorial on using an information curator or a research curator where you can grab specific topics and access what is out there in a lot of different categories: blogs, websites, articles, what have you. So let's get started. It's called Scoop.it. And so if you just type Scoop.it into a search box, you will see that it's Scoop.it, so www.scoop.it. It's a content curation service. It is a free service. You have various limitations, the fact that it is free, but I will talk about some ways to get around that and create additional access. So here's how you get to it, and then you would join for free. There's a number of different ways. You can sign up with Facebook, you can sign up with Twitter, so these are already two ways, which is important. And you can say, I don't have a Facebook or Twitter account, and you can say this even if you don't have one, and it will allow you to sign up with an email. So if you have multiple emails, you have a work email, you have a personal email, these are some additional choices. And this is important because with your free account, you can only create one topic category. If you want more than that, there are some business accounts where you have a certain fee per month, what we would call a freemium. That's free, but you can get some premium features by paying some money, and that opens up the number of topic categories that you can have. So for right now, I already have an account, but just to kind of show you, this is the information they're going to ask for you. Your full name, email, password, picture if you'd like to put a picture there, and then this repeat information here just to show that you're not a robotic computer, you're a live person. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click into login because I already have an account. And so once I log in, I come to this area here. So this happens to be my particular scoop, if you will, or my topic. Now there are, let me start with some terms. There are three different terms or things that are important to understand the Scoop.it perspective. There are users, so these are the individual people that are going to be involved, and when we pull up some of these scoops, you will see that somebody else has created this. I've just scooped these and put them on my site, on my data and content curation. There are topics, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail. The topics are categories that you're going to choose where you will store your scoops. And then there are the scoops, which are the individualized items, blogs, websites, videos, images, whatever it is related to your particular topic. So what are some things that you can do with this? What are some instructional strategies? Well, collection, data collection or information collection, content curation, allows students to make some connections. You can use it for some critical thinking assignments, various data gathering pieces. It can be used for both a teacher-centered and a student-centered situation. From a teacher-centered situation, you can collaborate with others. You can get all this information into your particular site, and then you can share your entire site, or you can share some of the individual scoops that are in here because we'll show you in a bit that that's real easy for you to do. And obviously from a student-centered piece, you can, maybe they can create their own on a particular topic maybe that you assign or that they choose, and they can go out there and find what's going on, what are some of the things about that particular topic that are being shared with others. So let's go ahead and get started. Basically, when you get in here, you won't have any things listed. You will have some samples on what it'll do. There'll also be some instructions as to how do you go about grabbing some of these things. And how does this Scoop.it really work? But if you click on your image over here to the side, this is going to get me to my particular topic. And my particular topic is educational technology integration. And I have some pending suggestions, and I have some things that I have already put together and curated. And this would be where I would go to be brand new. I would create a topic. Now, as you can see here, because I just have the free version, it's telling me that I can scoop, if I get the pro version, which is, there's a fee to it, I think it's $8 a month or something like that. I can have up to 5 different topics and 5 different social accounts and all this other kind of stuff. Well, that's not what I want. So from my particular purpose, basically, I'm going to have the one that I've already created and I'm going to add to it, which will be basically the same way that you will create a topic. And so I can show you with a separate account, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm logged out of my personal account that I showed earlier, and I'm going to go in like I was brand new, click on join for free. I'm not going to sign up with Facebook or Twitter. I'm going to go here and I'm going to sign up. And I'm going to use my work email address. And let's see, it looks like a 2BP7. Hey, I'm not going to worry about uploading a picture right at this time. And I will do sign up. So an email has been sent, so I'm going to go deal with that right now. So you can see that once I have confirmed my email, I get the breakdown of what I can get for free. And I'm going to continue with the free. The Pro Annual looks like it's about $9.35 with a 15% discount. Or no, I guess instead of $155, it's $11 a month. So again, not really worried about any of that kind of stuff. Again, this is going to give me the 7-day trial to start it. But basically, what you would do is you would create a topic. Now, in the other one that I showed you earlier, education technology integration was the topic that I created. So let's say I wanted to do something like instructional design. You would obviously choose whatever is the major topic that you're teaching. So if you're teaching psychology, if you're teaching writing, whatever it is, that would be what you would do. And then I will click next. I can put some keywords together. Instructional design. Separate them by a comma if there's more terms or more keywords. And the language is going to be English, and then you click next. I can connect it to any of my social media. I can also do this later. I'm not going to do that. I don't do that in my own. And so I have my topic has been created, and now they basically will walk you through. There's like 3 or 4 of these just quick little slides that you can read if you'd like to figure out how it works. It'll just tell you what to do next and so forth. And so basically what I have is a bunch of things related to instructional technology. So if there are any of these things that I would like to open up, check them out, see what they're like, I can do that. Okay, kind of check them out, see if there's some value there as to what I would want. If it's something I decide that I would like, I have a number of choices. I can bookmark it for later. If I decide that I want to keep it, I'm going to hit the scoop. I can flag it as it's irrelevant so it won't keep popping up when I do searches. I also get the ability to see how many people are following it. as maybe an indication that there's some value there. Sometimes they don't have anything, which might mean it's relatively new, and you can see it was created by today. And so here's another one. Just has a few Facebook followers, few Google Plus followers. This is an edweek.org blog. So there's all kinds of things that I might be interested in putting together. So let's say I find something that I'd like. Let's say this is the one that I'm interested in. I can scoop it, and now has added that to my particular page. Okay, and I can publish my scoop. And you saw the little congrats thumbs up. I can continue to scroll, find things that I might find relevant and just add them. And then basically what I have is I've curated this content so that as things get added to these particular blogs or websites or whatever, I get access. I don't have to keep tracking them down or attempting to track them down. And so some of this stuff might be relevant now. I can decide to delete things if it's not anything that I want to have in anymore. And I can always go back and add things. And I can add my own. I can add my own items. So let's pause here for a moment. Let me go back to my other one that I already have created on the Ed Technology integration. Okay, I'm now on my personal topic page that I had already created. And I do want to show you how you would normally get to this, but before I do, just kind of show you the page here. Usually they put things in a couple of columns, 2 columns, maybe 3 columns, what have you, depending on how many things that you have in your site. Over here to the right is an area that it's kind of like a little menu bar on the side, but you can close this down. This is essentially from the Scoop.it organization, and they have some information in here. They'll tell you about some product updates or whatever, and you can have that disappear. Make it smaller, if you will, minimize it. But generally, when you log into Scoop.it, you're going to come over to this setup here, and yours is going to look like this. So you have my curated topics, my curated scoops will give you a list of everything that you put in here. And so you can share. Here's what we were talking about here, share, and you have the ability to delete these as well. So in case I wanted somebody else to have this, my follow topics. So this gives you some other areas that are related to your particular main topic that you may want to consider. These are things that you can decide to follow. Maybe you're not going to make them part of your topic area and part of your scoops. And then the scoops that you're currently following, I should say. And anything that you have that you find of value that you're continually following is going to be there. And then you have a community of other educators that are actually looking at this particular topic. I can also put a link in to create a scoop. So if I have something myself that I want to add to, which is actually this item right here, I posted a link to Baker College's Ed Tech guide. And so basically that was just a link. And then I go over here, and then that's how this got created. I gave it a description and so forth. But I can add links, I can add documents here. I don't just have to go out and see what other people have put together and have that as part of my content curation. I can add my own things to it along the way. I can pull out blogs that maybe get old, or I find that after following it for a little bit, just doesn't seem to meet the needs that I have. But this is a nice way to kind of see what's going on in a particular topic that you might be teaching, to kind of be able to bring some current things into the classroom for part of the discussion, part of your lecture. And again, as I showed, you can share this information. with your students, one of the easiest ways is to share it. You just, you can send it out on Facebook and Twitter, but I think the easiest thing is to share it with yourself in an email. Then you can grab the link and you can place it in your Blackboard shell as needed and as appropriate. So again, this is called Scoop.it, www.scoop.it. That is how you get access to it. And the basic setup of what I've showed you so far here today is part of the free account. That does give you one topic. But again, if you need access to other topics, if you teach a couple of different things, you can use different email accounts, and you can use different social networking accounts to have 4 or 5 of these things without actually having to pay and still keeping the free setup. Thanks.